Hi everybody, I'm Cass and welcome to Glimmerbook. Alrighty, so today we will be doing an introduction to my Sims. We are going to start with one of my founders, my queens, beautiful. This is Cassandra Willow. She is a good, romantic bookworm who wants to be a best-selling author. Again, her aspiration only became the best-selling author aspiration after she completed the Master Spellcaster, or whatever that is, that aspiration, because she, as you can see, she is a spellcaster, and she was one of my founders. She was married to Sadie Willow. Her children are Sierra, Chloe, Keira, and Saint. Yeah, she lived in Glimmerbook in a mansion that they were eventually able to afford, and she spent a lot of time in the magical realm, and she was by day a politician who fought for rights for spellcasters because she has a scar over her eye. She was hurt before in an anti-spellcaster rally, I want to say. It was a mob. It was not good. But she is currently deceased. But this was her proposing to Sadie before I knew that the remove acne cheat was a thing. It was a confusing time. And then this was her when she got married to Sadie, right after they said their vows, confetti's going off, beautiful ceremony in their backyard. It was precious. And then this is, speak of the devil, she kind of was one, Sadie. She was a childish, self-assured foodie. She was always very confident, which makes sense because she liked serving liquid courage. She was a master mixologist, and she was kind of famous, and she was also at the top of the mixology career. So she rarely went into work. But she is also unfortunately dead. And this is her when she was giving birth to their children. The reason that they were able to have genetic children is because Cassandra's a witch and I said so. This is her at Sierra's birthday party, right after she had turned into a child. And then this is Sierra. But she was a dog lover, family-oriented, and a genius. And she wanted to live a very balanced life between magic and science. And she was even a psychology major at Foxbury. And then later she became a professor at Brightchester and made it to the top of the professor career and had maxed out her research and debate skill. And she was married to McCoy and a spellcaster. This is her when she came home from college to visit and had a duel for knowledge and also got magical training from her mother, who had completely filled out her spellbook. Sierra was unfortunately not able to make it that far, but she did go very far in potions. Then this is when McCoy proposed to her. Naoki. This is when Naoki proposed to her. I think I've been saying his name wrong this whole time. It's okay. And they met in college. It was cute. Then this is Naoki, and he's a perfectionist, naturally funny, ambitious, and an angling ace. He got that aspiration after he retired from finance because his aspiration used to be wealthy and then to have a successful lineage, and he completed both of them. Well, he completed both of them to my standards. And his children were Phoenix and Cain North. And he was a computer science major at Foxbury, and that's where he met Sierra. He produced this amazing software that would tell him when things were going up in the markets, and he went into business and was wonderfully successful there. And now he's an elder. He is on his deathbed, but we will still be seeing him. This is him while he was about to say his vows to Sierra. And then this is his son, Cain. Cain is the son of Naoki and some random townie when the university glitch was still a thing and Sims liked to woohoo with everyone they saw. "Oh, hi, who are you? Oh, hi, do you want to woohoo?" That's how it goes. But he is an Aries and self-assured and a bro. His aspiration is to be an outdoor enthusiast, and he really enjoys camping and is part of the military. He is in the covert operator branch, and he was a psychology major in university, so he's always been kind of an average student, but he did graduate because he likes to prove himself. This is when he first met his younger half-sister and his stepmom. And then this is once he got very much acquainted with the family at family dinner. Cain we completely accept as one of our own, although he's not technically part of the genetic line. And this was him studying hard during university. And he lives in Strangerville now. But this is Phoenix. She is one of my personal favorite Sims. She's a music lover, a genius, and a Sagittarius. And her fiance is Cass, aka me. So, she is a history major at Brightchester, and she is in her last term of university. And during university, she could not pick a hairstyle that she liked. It was a fun time. We'll see some of that. But she is a spellcaster, and in my Sim story at least, spellcasting goes down to the firstborn daughter. And she's pretty close with her family. She was kind of raised by all of the members of her family because people were repaying their debts to her mom, because Sierra was very generous, and all of her siblings ended up staying at her house in one point or another. And so Phoenix here was a child when someone we'll get to later was a toddler, living in the same house. But she's very into meditation and wellness because she's a spellcaster, and this was her aging up into a young adult after getting accepted into university. This was also one of her many hair changes when she dyed the tips of her hair red. And she enjoys ice skating and physical activity and going on runs with her dog and spending time with Cass. One of her multiple hair changes in which she decided, you know what, you only live once, I'm going to cut my hair short, it's going to be a whole thing. It was not a whole thing. But then this is her fiance Cass, aka me. And Cass is a clumsy, sarcastic Gemini. And she has the jokester aspiration. And overall, she's doing pretty well in life. She was a drama major at Brightchester, and now she's at the top of the comedy career. She's engaged to Phoenix, as you can see here, Phoenix proposing. And this beautiful photo with lovely crazy eyes. And then this is their dog, Bee. Bee is loyal, vocal, and aggressive. Because I enjoy playing with aggressive dogs. In The Sims, just gonna clarify, only in The Sims. She's a pit bull, and she is Phoenix's familiar, and she's an adorable adult dog who will be staying an adult until Phoenix and Cass are elders. This is her when she was a puppy, and so cute, and she knows lots of commands. But this is Chloe Collins. She was the first sibling to end up moving in with Sierra for a little while, but she's a dance machine, unforgettable, and a Sagittarius, and she's at the top of the fame system, and she actually got famous while she was in college doing beauty YouTube videos in her sister's basement. And she actually got pregnant during college, but with Parker, but she pursued on and graduated. She is an adult, but I think she only has a few days left until she becomes an elder. And yes, there is quite a large age difference between her and Sierra. And so this is her at family dinner, talking to Saint. This is her when she was pregnant with her second child, Adeline, who she had fairly late as an adult. This is her giving birth to Adeline, and then this is her first son, Parker. Parker is a goofball, he is sporty, and he has the Chief of Mischief aspiration, and his parents are Damien Villarreal, a lesser-known Villarreal, but a Villarreal nonetheless. And his Villarreal extended family has been reaching out to him recently and trying to convince him to join the mafia, basically. The Villarreal Mafia. But it's fine. We don't know what he's going to do yet. And his half-sister is Adeline, and he is a C student in public school, and unfortunately, I don't think his grades are getting any better. He has never liked homework. But he does still enjoy spending time with his family on his mom's side, which is one of the reasons that he's struggling with this decision to follow in his dad, who is now deceased, footsteps. And then this is his stepdad, Richard Collins, who is a music lover, a vegetarian, and a loner. Now, he is the third level of fame, which is a B-lister, I believe, and his career is being a full-time celebrity. Kind of like a Kardashian, but he puts out some songs. Call him Kanye. And his only child is Adeline Rose, and he's also an adult who is near an elder. This is his second marriage, but he didn't have any kids in his first marriage. This is at the hospital before Adeline Rose was born. And then this is the adorable toddler herself. She is energetic and pretty cheerful and sweet, unless you're trying to mess with her. But she's super cute, and she probably has like 10 million personal stylists that are hired to pick out her little toddler wardrobe so that she always looks ready for the paparazzi. And she's not super close with her half-brother Parker, mostly because he's about to leave the nest and she just got in it. Then this is Keira, who is Chloe's twin sister, and she's always been very artsy, and she's a jealous art lover and a homebody. She was jealous as a child of other people's talent, and that has never quite left her, but she's getting better at managing it. She's a freelance artist, and she dropped out of university as an adult. She struggled with that decision her entire young adult life, and thought she was just going to become an old aunt who lived alone, or with her girlfriend, I want to say 7 years, in human years. But she's now happily married, and they have twins. This was her when she moved into Chloe's house for a little while. A photo of her that was taken by Jason when she finally got her own place. This is her when she was pregnant with the twins, before she knew they were twins, because she wanted it to be a surprise. Very surprising. Then this is the one and only Jason's son. He is a natural singer, lovable and romantic, and he wants to be a city native and discover all of the hidden spots where he can take great photos, because he is a freelance photographer, and he's working very hard at that. His children are Roxanne and Rory. This is him with the twins. And then this is Roxanne. She is slightly older than her twin Rory, and fussy. Always has been. Hopefully not always will be, but you never know. This was them when they were babies at the foot of their parents' bed. And then this is Rory. He's silly, he's cute, he's very bright. We'll see what kind of adult he comes up to be, but we will not be playing with these twins very soon, but we will come and visit them and give them glow-ups as they age. That sounded really bad, as they age. Yeah, it's fine. And this is Saint, the youngest child of the founders. He is a goofball, he is unforgettable, and he is hot-headed. His aspiration is to be a serial romantic, and honestly, he is doing really well. He does not have a spouse, but he has had lots of hookups, and he probably has way too many children. I don't know half of the people in his relationships list, but I'm honestly okay with that. He's in the officer branch of the military, and although he is very strict and structured at work, it does not match his social life. He also never went to college, but this is him as a kid. And this is him right before he became a young adult, with Phoenix in the background looking a little delirious, and Sierra looking like that one meme of Shrek. Hope you know the one I'm talking about. And that was all of my Sims. Can't wait to see you in my next video on Wednesday. Remember, subscribe if you feel like it, and if you don't, leave a hate comment. They're fun to read.